God's prayer. Man, we're gonna learn this thing in Hebrew. If not, I wait till the Most High come back. He'll give it to me, give it to us automatically anyway. All praise.
Amen.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and forever. Amen. And then another part of that testimony is that Yahshua. I want y'all to listen to me real close. Yahshua, okay, or Yahshua, however you want to say it. He read for the Most High during both services. He not only read for us, but he also did the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. All praises. Yeah, baby D, I look the same way. But I tell you, the Most High is good, and he's good to Israel all the time. Amen. We can say that meaning now. Amen. So he's been wearing his fringes and stuff. So say Most High is doing what he have to do to who he have to do it to. Amen. Oh man. All right. What we're gonna do today, we're gonna I liked it. I liked it so well. And the next time we come together, we're gonna deal with we have to walk together. Okay, we're gonna deal with that one, but I want to go back and recap this in here because I didn't do it all the way last night. You know what I'm saying? Due to time, and we had already kind of started late and we end up late. But this here is real good. This is a lot of good information that the Most High has given us. Okay, and what we're talking about is the wicked one. If you don't know who the wicked one is, then you are in trouble. Okay? You got to find out who the wicked one is. I received a Facebook message one day. And in that Facebook message, it had, and this is for all of you voters out there who Israelites who wants to be voters and vote in this wicked system that's going on here. Here's what this is about. You have the so-called left wing on one side, right? Then you have the right wing on the other side, right? But you still have the same red dragon in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Both of them is his wings. And so the red dragon is the one who is going to be the enemy to the Most High's people. Who is that red dragon? Well, we will have to go all the way back to Genesis to find out who is the red dragon. And that is Esau. That's Esau. Esau alone is the red dragon. All right, Shalom. Now, when we think about dealing with somebody that's wicked, there's nobody who has surmised or created such a wicked system to destroy a Yah-fearing people. But you might say to yourself, well then, if the Israelites was such a Yah-fearing people, how did they end up where they was at? Well, we freed him to a point. And you got to remember, it wasn't all Israel that persecuted Christ. Okay? It was the leaders and the Sadducees and the Pharisees, and them was the Jews that actually turned their back on Christ. But the children of Israel, the people of Israel said, let his blood be up on our head and our children's head. Well, whose blood is over us? So you see what the difference in that is? We was always taught that not the children of Israel is the one who did this to Christ. The children of Israel is what did this to Christ. And they took that scenario, let his blood be up on our head and our children's heads, as we were saying, kill him, kill him, kill him. No, it was the Pharisees and Sadducees that kept on implementing that to the Roman leaders. And so the children just said, they were sad about it, so they said, let his blood, the blood that you're getting ready to spill, let it be upon our heads and our children's heads. And the children needed his blood. You can believe that, because even to this day, you know, they used to kill us in the streets. They used to kill us in the jailhouses. They used to kill us at the nightclubs. They used to kill us in all kind of places. Now they're going up in our homes killing us. You know what I'm saying? This is a curse. And we can keep marching. We can keep complaining. We can keep doing all these things. But the thing about it is, we marching and complaining to the wrong people. Okay? You can't march and complain to the very ones that hate your guts. You see what I'm saying? We have to complain to the Most High, as he says, as they find themselves in the land of their captivity, they shall rethink themselves, and they shall cry out to me in the land of their oppressors. That's what we have to do. We're running around here, the black lives matter. Black. Look. Shut your mouth, get in your position, and get back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and the Most High will stop this stuff. And that's the only way it's going to happen. Is that all this other stuff? We've been doing all this other stuff for years with Michael Luther King. We've been doing it with Malcolm X. How can one black man have such power? That doesn't mean nothing. They was ready to take that out at any given time. So he ain't have too much power. What we need to do is get back to the power where we're supposed to be. Okay, remember the Bible tells us, and I think it's in Psalms, it said the righteous, the Most High is a strong tower. The righteous run into him, and they are what? Safe. They safe from all this stuff. But if we don't run into him, we just out there. Okay, we already know that in the Catholic Church, I mean, I can say Catholic Church, and all these so-called Christianity churches, we already know that they was designed to keep us in sin. Esau's greatest trick, the Idumeans, the Edomites, whatever you want to call them, the wicked ones or whatever, their greatest trick is this right here. Is to keep Israel in sin, that they would never inherit what is rightfully theirs. You have to remember, a lot of things was done. There was birthrights that was sold, birthrights that was given away, missed the blessings. Esau missed the blessings, but he got a prophecy, and that prophecy is how he will rule this whole earth with his sword. And matter of fact, I think that'll be an excellent place to start off at this morning. Amen. Let's go to the book of Genesis. I think it's the 27th chapter. Genesis 27, and we'll start somewhere, I think it's... Okay. Oh, I'm in Exodus. Let's see. All right, Genesis 27, and let's look at... Okay, no, it's 28. I'm sorry. Shalom. I mean, shalom. Okay, yeah, it is 27. It is 27. All right. Let's start. Let's just go on and get right into the meat of it. Let's go start at third verse number 32.
And Isaac his father said unto him, Whom art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn, Esau.
I am thy firstborn Esau. Read.
And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, Where is he that taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed.
Now let's get an understanding. The Bible lets us know in all you're getting, you need to get an understanding. The understanding that we're going to get here about what Isaac said here is that Esau, first of all, we got to understand that Isaac is one of the chosen people of the Most High. Okay? You got Abraham, you have Isaac, and you have Jacob. Okay? That's the lineage that the son of a man will come through. Okay? That will save the whole world. Okay? And so you look at what Isaac is saying. Isaac is actually, even though he was blind, he was actually prophesying something that Esau had already made the mistake of doing. And what was that mistake that Esau done? He sold his birthrights for some freaking food. And here he is back again, trying to bring some venison, but it's too late. Why? Because the venison has already been given to him. So everybody wants to holler. See there, Jacob was a trickster. Jacob wasn't doing nothing but what was designed by the Most High to happen. Okay? That is what was supposed to happen. Esau fulfilled his blessing, and you'll see that in this passage here. Read on.
And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father.
See, he's begging right now for a blessing, right? He's begging for a blessing. And let's see if Esau gets his blessing. Read on.
And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and had taken away thy blessing.
Meaning he was very smooth. He was very subtle, kind of like the Bible tells us, be wise as a serpent, but be harmless as a dove. Okay? He didn't tell you to be like the serpent. He said be wise as a serpent. All right? And so here Jacob was just very wise. Read.
And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he had supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he had taken away my blessing.
Now look at what this lying devil is doing. You know what I'm saying? This lying devil is sitting here talking about that Jacob done messed him around 2 times. And everybody can go back and read the story for themselves. Don't listen to Bishop Jakes, because he messed all that up with his smart, intelligent self. He messed up all of this about Isaac and Jacob. I mean about Esau and Jacob. He messed this thing totally up. Just mutilated the scriptures. Now, when you go back and read the story, you find out that Jacob was sitting there cooking while the beast or the wicked one was out in the field, what he normally loved doing, going out in the field, hunting. Okay? And came back to the house, and Jacob was cooking. When Jacob was cooking, guess what ends up happening? He said, I'm hungry. Let me eat some of that right now. Jacob said, it's not done yet, brother. It ain't even done. And he said, well, I'll do anything for some right now. He said, well, then okay, sell me your birthrights. He said, well, yeah, I can't sell you my birthrights. I'm hungry. I just want something to eat. because I'm going to be dying soon anyway, so my birthright ain't going to do me no good. Who spoke those words? Esau spoke those words, not Jacob. You see? So when you go back and you look at the story, the moral of the story, you find out Jacob didn't do nothing to him twice. All Jacob did is made sure that the vow was fulfilled that Esau had made by selling his birthrights. Okay? And what did the Most High tell Rebekah? She said to him, the Most High said to Rebekah, said there's 2 nations in your womb. And the elder shall serve the what? Younger. The Most High already had the thing set up. So stop talking about Jacob. You want to talk about somebody, Bishop Jacob? Talk about the Most High, so he can hear up here and come back here and chop your head off. So that's what actually happened. See, but people don't read the Bible for themselves. They too busy listening to these lying men. And I'm like Peter. We ought to obey Yah rather than to listen to man. Okay? And that's very important. So read on deep. Let's go on and see what blessing did Isaac have for Esau.
And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants.
Okay, so it's telling that Jacob is gonna be above all of his brothers. Okay, because there was more than just Esau. Okay, you had Ishmael, you had and a big lineage come from there. You had the other brother, I can't think of his name right now, but all these people that come up out of Isaac, they was all brothers. But who was gonna rule over them at the end? We'll get to that. Read on.
And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
I know you got one more stash in your bosom, Dad. Come on, Pops. Read.
Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
The fatness of the earth. Remember that statement. Whatever you do today, remember that statement. The fatness of the earth. Read.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
The dew of heaven from up above. That doesn't mean that it is the heaven where the Most High sit. It doesn't mean it's in space or none of that. What he's saying is his wickedness is going to rule over a certain height. It's going to be above the earth. Okay, so when you're in a president of the United States, when they in authority, they in a high place, a heaven. Okay, and that heaven is above everybody else. So that heaven is representing their statue, the position they're in. Read.
And by thy sword shall thou...
By thy what?
Sword.
By all your nuclear bombs, your guns, all your weapons, all the stuff you have, what's going to happen, Deke?
And shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
All this here has to happen. Esau has to do this thing himself. And how he's going to do it, he's going to stick his foot in his own mouth. Because the Most High said he's going to confound the wicked things of Edom. He going to the high ones in the high places, he going to mess up their minds. And when that confusion take place, if you stop and look, if you're looking at the news, a whole lot of they people is coming down like rocks. A lot of them Edomites is coming down like rocks. Even with old dummy Trump. Old dummy Trump. Yeah, all of them, they losing their statues. Why? Because the only way you can destroy a nation, you have to destroy the nation from within. That makes sense? You destroy from within. So the Most High already know it. He created the chessboard. The rest of us go to the store and buy a chessboard to play it. He created a chessboard so that he could play it. All right. Now let's go to Malachi 1 and 4. So we can get an understanding of what the Most High is saying here.
Whereas Edom said it, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, thus said the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down.
Now let me ask you, a lot of us has been around white folk. Okay? And is that their talk? Is that the way they talk? Yeah. When I get out there tonight, I'm gonna throw down, boy. You know what I'm saying? That is a talk of a black person or a so-called black person, a brown-skinned and melanated person. That's how they talk. So the Most High, even in this here, but we miss it. We miss it. Even in Malachi, proves to us that this prophet and the Most High was a black man. Who else talk like that? You're going to build, Esau, but I'm going to throw down. I mean, I'm going to bring on, if it was a white guy, probably just said, you're going to build, but I'm going to tear all that down for my people. You see what I'm saying? So we have been so mind tricked by words in our own book that has deceived us at the magnitude where no other nation has ever been deceived, even to the point where we have lost our heritage. We lost everything. Why? Because if you go back to 27 and 25, you found out that Esau felt like Jacob took everything from him, right? So why not Esau come back and do the same thing? Remember what the Bible say? He's gonna rule the what? The world the earth by his sword. All right? He's gonna rule it by his sword. By his sword. By all of his weapons. And then what did he do? He brings America, he brings all the Israelites over here into this country. And not only did we build this country, then we went to their war and made them the greatest force on this planet. You might say, how? How did he do that? Well, let's go back and look at the Red Tails. Every time they went to fly them planes in the war or deliver packages to the military, they got bombed out the sky. All them white boys kept getting bombed down. But then when they got the Red Tails out there, the Tuskegee Airmen, every last one of them came back. Every last one of them, even the airmen. I think there's only one that was lost at the whole time that they kept protecting Massa in the air. See, they always need us to fulfill everything they can do. Why? Because they are so dumb and ignorant people. All they really know is cave dwelling. They didn't even know how to wipe their behinds with toilet paper until who come along with it. They didn't know nothing about no cell phone, no phones or no light bulb until who? To a black man, a so-called black man, melanated man, come up with this invention. Everything we come up with, but since we was up under Massa get the credit for it. And that's how we've been so deceived so long. The most intelligent people ever on the planet was the Most High's people. You know? Hold it. Go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter number. Let's see, is it 7? chapter 7. Okay, where you at? Where you at? These are precepts I'm pulling off my head. Where is this at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'll find it. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Go ahead and finish Malachi, Deacon.
They shall build, but I will throw down, and I shall call them the border of wickedness.
The border of what?
Wickedness.
The border of wickedness. Okay? And now who is he talking about here that he's going to make the border of wickedness? Esau. Because Esau is talking about building again. Okay? And that's what they did when they came out of the wickedness, out of them caves and all that stuff, and began to start dominating the earth and ruling the earth. Excuse me. These dudes came out so ruthless and butt naked, and all you see is hair all over their bodies and hair all over their faces, and they running up out of them caves and stuff, and came and started dominating everything. But then when they went back in the Mount Seir, I think it was in Mount Seir where they come up out of too. You go and look. They had places built up into the mountains. Okay. Look just like the buildings and stuff that's in Washington, D.C., the buildings that's in... Man, this man is so identified so easily, it's ridiculous. Okay? Do you like going hunting every certain time of the year? Okay? Do you like your steak rare done? Do you like the way these old buildings look that's all made up in Washington, D.C. and all this stuff? No. We like the fancy, nice stuff. This is what he's listen. The like of Esau is totally different than the like of Jacob. Jacob was the type of man who, let's say, for instance, when you seen castles and things like that, like over in Europe, guess who built those castles? Yeah. Jacob built those castles. The sons of Jacob built all them castles in nice, big, nice, beautiful places, right? But who came and conquered all that stuff from us? Because of our disobedience, we was weakened. And once we was weakened, it all come tumbling down, every bit of it. Okay? So the border of wickedness is who Esau is called, so that you may know who we are talking about, right? Read on.
And the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever.
So the Most High, and this is to you people that keep listening to these lying preachers. The Most High do not love everybody. Well, he forgives. He forgives. Read that again, Deke.
They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever.
And you don't believe me, go look it up for yourself. He says to the people that he will have indignation forever against, meaning he will hate them forever. He's going to hate these people forever. See? And we thinking that that the Most High forgives. No, he forgives you, Jacob. He forgives you, Israel. He forgives his melanated children. That's who he forgives. But you have to be able to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Go to the book of Hebrews. The book of Hebrews and chapter 12, starting with verse number 16 and 17, deep into its entirety.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
All right, listen to what he said. Now here it is. If the Most High forgives and changes, why is this all the way over here in the book of Hebrews? What significance would it have over here in the New Testament? God changes. He forgives everybody. Need to cut, man. I see the reason why the Most High going to come back and destroy 2/3 of Israel, his own people. I see why. Because Massa, he got y'all people bamboozled. He got you believing that it's okay to kill your brother and hate your brother, your own flesh and blood. But yet, turn around and forgive him for all the wicked and evil he do on a daily basis. You think this wasn't a wise trick? You think Esau wasn't the border of wickedness? And then we got these other brothers out here. They oh Lord, they get on my last nerve. Esau's already destroyed. All you already know about that brother when he come to you with that stuff, because Esau is not dead. But why I know? Because Jacob ain't on top yet. So Esau ain't dead. And Esau sure ain't the Arabians, because there ain't none of them over there red. All them black. They darker than us. The original ones. So yeah, it might be some Edomites over there ruling like it is here in America. This is the capital house of them right here. The Senate house to them is in Rome. Them lying popes with their Catholic cologne on. These are the people, man. And we done got this thing twisted. This dude here is wicked and boy, he's sneaky. That's the reason why the Most High called him the dragon. All right? Now, what did we get there out of that? It was the Most High hates him with everything. Now we went into the New Testament. That's for you New Testament people, for you can see yourself what the Most High said. Read that again in 16D.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. One morsel of meat sold his birthright. Where did you read that at? You read it in Genesis 27, and you read it also in Genesis 25. Read. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.